Hi guys, welcome back. Today our tutorial is about control and selection statements at C++.co. I am Usman Nasir, and if you are following our previous tutorials, you have a basic idea that how C++ works. Or if you are searching for selection statements, you may already know about C++. Our today's tutorial is very important because as I have discussed in my most of the videos that C++ statements are executed as they appear in your code. For example, first this statement will be executed and IOStream library will be included in our code. Then this statement will be executed, then this, and then these blocks of statement will be executed. But sometimes we want to control the executions of statements, and we want some statements to be executed and some statement to be not to be executed. For example, if you are making a for a simple example, if you are making a registration system, for registration system you have an age constraint, that if the age of user is less than 18, he or she must not be allowed to register. For these kind of things you need selection statements to make sure that certain parts of your C++ code does not execute. For example, let's take an example here. Now here we have this condition that if entered age is greater than or equal to 18, then the user is allowed to register. Now this is a relational operator that we have studied in our previous tutorials. If you do not know about these operators, make sure you check our earlier tutorials. That what are these? Basically these are simple maths, that if value that is entered in k is greater than or equal to 18, then this statement, this piece of code must be executed. If this statement becomes false, then this piece of code will not be executed. Now for example, if the user is allowed to register, you want to take some further inputs from the user. For that you can simply again cin. For cin you need a variable to store a value, character gender. Now we want to take the gender of the user, so let's see in gender. Now this piece of code will be executed even if this statement is true or not, because this statement is currently affecting only this piece of code. To make sure this statement only execute when this condition is true, you have to enclose them in these brackets. Now when they are enclosed in these two brackets, these two conditions, these two statements will execute only when this statement is true. If there is no these brackets, then this statement is only affected by this condition. So we need bracket here if we need to put two statements under an if condition. Now for example, you want to give user some more user friendly program, because your program should be more user friendly. You can use an else statement, that if user 18 is not greater than equal to 18, then what should happen? There must also be some message displayed to the user. You can say that you are not allowed to register. This is basically used if else is used with if statement. Now if this statement is false, then this statement will be executed. You can put as many else in your control, in your selection structure. For example, if you want to introduce another condition here, you can use another else. Now you can see there that here that I have added one other else statement, but if you want to define an condition with your else statement, then you need an if here. Now these three statements are interconnected. If the age entered is greater than 18 or equal to 18, this piece of code will be executed. If age is greater than 15 and greater than equal to 15 and less than 18, then this piece of code will be executed and this will not. If age is less than 15, then this piece of code will be executed. Now same applies to here. If you want to add further statements here, then you will need these two brackets. For example, you want to enter here that cout you are still not allowed to register. This goes with this else as well, that if you want to add more than one statements, then you need these brackets. These are if and else statements. These are very important in programming languages, so make sure you understand them properly, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask us. And I hope you have learned something today. See you until next time.